Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for the 2019-20 exhibit series on Gran Turismo Sport. Now it's time to get ready for the Nations Cup event. We'll be able to race on Autodrome Lago Maggiore East for 17 laps, and we'll be using N300 category for today. So looks like this is going to get everything we'll be able to get started. So time to pick any N300 car that might be able to do perfectly good on the track. So it's time to get everything ready to use the KTM Expo R 2012 with a UDRS library since the 2019 series of the Nations Cup. Now this is going to be able to change up the balance of performance we might be able to do to get everything prepared to get started. So let's go and get prepared. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy anytime you want. For one good, excellent racing entertainment, we'll always do the best. Okay, here we go. Good thing that this is going to be able to have to skip two parts, that this is going to get everything will be prepared. So now it's time to get everything will be ready to take 17 laps around on the East Course layout of Autodrome Lago Maggiore. So this is going to be a very tough competition, folks. So this is going to be able to have a respectful segment of the moment of the race, because this is going to get everything will be prepared to get ready. So every GT player is always going to take the standard race. We're always going to be prepared for the most challenging race. We will always be prepared to get started. So best of luck to everyone. And then let's go and get started until we will begin to do our best clean race. Alright, here we go. It's round 3 of the 2019-20 exhibited series on the Nations Cup on GT Sports. So looks like we are good to go to get ready for an N300 race. So let's get started. So here is Tessico 28 car with a Toyota SFR Racing concept on the pole position at the first. And here second place is Uncle's 105S. Third place is Casiel 13. Good to go to get ready on third at the start. Fourth place is Will Wichtseb. And here is fifth place is Dr. Det 76. Now he's ready to go to get prepared. Sixth place is Jeffy Langer 84. And here is Infamous Turtle with a Castro SFR Racing concept. Very good library. And here is Within Striking D. Now it's ready to start on 8th place. Ninth place is Flightis 311 with a Ferrari F50. So he's ready to go. And here is Haywood with the SFR Racing concept with a matte gray. And here comes myself with a KTM Expo R UDRS library. And here is BCP 0715 with a Porsche 911. 13th place is DCC 187 with a GR Super RC. Volcaltron is now going to be able to choose the SFR Racing concept. And here is Hades 33. 6th place is LCRK Crusher with a Sprite library, so he's about to get prepared to be ready. And here is PSRT Eloquent on 17th place. 18th place is Wolf A1 with a Mazda RX-7 Spirit R Type A. Impatiel 2306 with a D Tomasco Pantera. So it's going to get prepared to take 17 laps of this race. So it will might be able to prepare for the moment that we will might do the best clean race we can get. So it's going to get everything will be started out to be able to do for the one best third round on the exhibited series. We might be able to go in. So going to take the rolling start at the last corner of this race on the track. And then here we go. 17 laps on Autodrome Lago Maggiore East is going underway. Now it's going to be a one excited moment of this race, so it might be able to see which one's going to be able to prove the fastest. So it's going to get everything started out. Might begin. Choosing the best N300 car might be doing good to see how capable they are. So it's going to be very challenging that we must be able to do for one good clean race for having a one good result, that this is going to get everything started. Now it's going to be a very strategized edge, so we have to be able to take plenty of clean turns as much as possible. So we have to be able to make sure to avoid any mistakes as we can, because since the last round of the race by using the group 2, so it definitely might be changed up automatically on a different position. It's going to be very tougher we can get. So it's going to be able to see this is going to be able to take the system where might be able to go in. Now it looks like this is going to be able to keep struggling up on the edge. Now looks like Haywood is definitely might be able to do it okay. Him and his SFR Racing Concept might be able to do perfectly in to be able to catch up with the rest. Now looks like Flight Test 311 is now going in to be able to take the one fast F50 Ferrari is now going to be able to go in. Now it's going to be very good to see how the two are about to be able to go in, and now this is going to be able to take the strong chance this is going to be able to take on for. Now it looks like going to take that last corner is going to be the hard thing, because no longer on the 400-meter run, because this is going to be on the compact track layout that every sports car we will always be able to achieve for one good excellent hot lap by the run. Now it's going to be able to get closer onto the second lap, might be able to proceed. Okay, just going to be able to take a little bit safer turns, and then Haywood successfully dodged my inside take position, and now he's about to resume the catching up. Might be able to go in, but it's going to be a very tough one for every kind of a race. It's going to get everything will be prepared. Just going to be able to take strong handling. It's going to be able to take a lot of pressure. Go in. But it is going to be very long, but we might be able to do the best we can. It's going to get everything. We'll be able to change differently. That this is going to be able to take a little bit challenging race. It's going to get everything. Might do successfully. We'll do everything we can. So it might be able to have a respectful race. Might be able to see how it goes. Now looks like this is going to be a race to catching up with the several Toyota SFR Racing Concept crew are definitely might be able to go in, because looks like Haywood is definitely might be passing Flight Test 311, and now he is on 9th place. Now looks like I'm on the scene is going to be able to catching up on it, so looks like going to be able to going in onto Flight Test 311's position. It's going to get everything will be overtaking. It's going to get everything well strategized to be able to perform it for. So it's going to be able to take a little bit closer in, and looks like BCP 0715 is in the scene, so looks like this is going to be quite very interesting, and then looks like that is going to be a one tough edge to be able to see how it goes. Now it's going to be a very catching up with different category sports car is definitely might be able to see how it goes. It looks like Flight Test 311 is coming back on the 9th place, and then it looks like Haywood is about to be able to go back in 9th place as well. This is going to be a crossing edge to see how the two are definitely might be going in, because it's going to be a very faster moment. It's going to be able to see how the two will also to take the battle up 9th place. It's going to be underway. So this is going to be a very long contestant struggle. Is going to get in there. So looks like might be able to take the scene. Is going to get in there. Just going to be able to take the slipstream. Might go forward. It's going to get very concentrated that this is going to be able to take the clean turns. Is going to go in. It looks like Texaco 28 car is still in the lead. So looks like he's doing well. So looks like every Toyota SFR Racing Concept during the race in every Nations Cup event is going to be quite very brilliant. Might be able to do the best handling skills by the capability. Might go in. Now looks like he's going to be able to take a little bit more distance chance to be able to catch up onto Flight Test. Is going to get everything contestantly that this is going to be able to do it. It looks like BCP is now going to be able to go in. So it looks like he's about to be able to find the opening spot to overtake my current position. Is going to get in. So it's going to be able to take a little bit long ropes. Is going to be able to maintain on it. Just going to be able to do for one faster moment. Will always do the best. And now looks like moving on onto the fourth lap. Now it's going to be very closer to see how it is, but it's going to be closer to see it, and looks like Haywood is finally comes back in 9th place once again. Looks like Flytis is now definitely might be able to come up with a quick strategy, so he's about to be able to overtake Haywood again. This is going to be a very interesting race, folks, because this is going to be a very challenging battle between the Ferrari F50 and the Toyota SFR Racing Concept, and even one KTM Expo R are definitely in the scene to be able to take a little bit three-way battle. It's going to be in to be able to reach up on it. Now this is going to be a very hard challenge to see how the viewers could probably able to see it, because this is going to be a long tough road to be able to see which one is going to be the 9th place finish. Is going to be on the row, because it's going to be able to take one passive skills at a given chance. It's going to be in to see how this one might goes. Looks like it might be able to going in to overtake Flytis' positions. Now looks like still keeping up the throttle. Now just going to be able to take a little bit maintain on the speed. It's going to be able to take a little bit contestantly time up the road. It's going to be able to go in by the length. Now it looks like two of them are now definitely might be doing well to keep it up. So it will might be make it there, folks, because 17 laps is going to be long, so we have to be able to make sure this is going to be the important competition during this time of the race. Is going to be able to see this will go. And then looks like Flytis 311 just barely just make a tap on Haywood, and now he's about to be able to go in, and then looks like LCP is now going in, and now it looks like almost barely made the hat moment, because this is going to be a very contested one, because it's going to be able to have few distant drivers coming from behind, so he might be able to catch up, and then this is going to be on the row, and then plenty of more drivers are now going to be able to coming in. This is going to be a very interesting that this is going to be able to take one-term struggle match to be able to crash the party. It's going to get everything going. Now looks like this is going to be able to see how this one might goes. So looks like I'm about to be able to catch up onto Flytis 311's position. So just going to be able to make sure this is going to be able to take plenty of passive turns. It's going to get everything will go in clean, but not just going to take too much aggressive. It's going to get very wider it gets, that this is going to need to be able to take a lot of speed will go in. Okay, just going to be able to take some good slipstream until this is definitely might be able to have that braking point, but it's going to be going closer on the last turn. Okay, looks like so much effort to be able to take it in, but it's going to get plenty of work. That this is going to be a very tough one for an Austrian sports bike. Will also might be able to catch up onto a one single 1995 supercar. It is going to be very challenging to be able to step in, so it's going to be able to take the effort. We might be able to have a luck of chance. And looks like this is definitely might be seeing this one for it. DCC 187 slams in and then overtakes for the moment, so looks like this is definitely might be able to have to see this one for it. So that might be able to have a decreased SR, so hope this is definitely might be able to do plenty of distance speed work, because that was definitely might be pretty close call to see it. So luckily penalty results at the end at the race by the finish line, so it's going to be able to take a little bit recent outcome events. It's going to be able to go in. Now looks like checking on the top left, looks like Dr. Det 76 is in second place, and Uncle 105S is in third. So looks like this is definitely might be pretty good to see. The other two are definitely might be a-okay for the Toyota SFR Racing Concept. Now it's going to be able to do how it goes, but it's going to be a very challenging one. That this is going to be the race to catching up with the SFR Racing Concept crew team is now going to be able to stay on. So it's going to be able to do plenty of work. That this is going to need to take the chance. Okay, looks like going to go in and then take one overtake to catch up onto DCC 187. Now it's going to be a very long run. It's going to be able to go in. Currently in 12th place, but still taking a little bit more time to do a patient run, because it's going to get everything has to do it. Okay, now looks like just going to go in and take the apex. And then just going to be able to fall in, and then looks like going to take that outside turn, is going to be able to do it. Now, looks like this is going to be very interesting, that this is going to be able to see how different N300 sports cars are definitely might be able to go in to catch up onto Haywood's position. So it's definitely might be getting close, but it's definitely might be able to keep up the work on the throttle, is going to be able to stay on. So right now, only 10 more laps to go, folks, because this is going to get everything we'll be prepared for. Now, all the racing action moments will might be able to go in, and it looks like this is going to be able to take the pressure on to be able to go in. Looks like I'm about to be able to go overtaking on DCC's position, so just going to be able to make one braking point at the moment, so it's going to get very tougher contestant that we had to be able to make sure, because it's a tough position of this race is going to be taking wisely it gets, but it also might need to be able to see this will might be able to do the faster work. We might be able to go in and take one chill moment of the race, is going to be very longer it takes to do it. Now, looks like this is going to be able to have to take that one final turn, is going to be able to go quick. So it's definitely might be able to take long efforts of this run, is going to be able to stay in it. Now, looks like moving on into the 8th lap is going in, so this is going to be able to do one faster tactics movement, is definitely might be able to go in. Now, looks like this is going to be able to do a pretty work, that this is going to be able to stay on it. Okay, that might be able to see the other two doing, so this is going to be able to do pretty excellent to see how it goes. Now, this is going to be able to see how the two are definitely might be able to go in to catch up onto Haywood's position. So it's definitely might be getting longer for taking one drop contestant. So it's definitely might be able to take a lot of speed work, is going to be able to stay on it. Okay, just going to be well maintained and then try to keep up. So it's definitely might be able to see that this is definitely might be able to go in. Okay, Vocaltron is in 13th place. Now he's currently to be able to catch up onto my current position for an overtake. So looks like gonna have to do it quick and fast. So it's definitely might be able to do plenty of effort work, is gonna need to do it. So it's definitely might be able to keep it up. Just gonna be able to take one overtake on DTC, is definitely might be able to go in. So looks like just finally successfully overtake it, and now looks like this is going to be able to do it. Yep, back onto the 11th place. Now continuing on to overtake flight test 311, so this will might be able to make it to a 10th place, is definitely might be coming along to be able to go in. Now entering on to the 9th lap, is going to be able to do continuous, is going to be able to stay long. So it's definitely might be able to see this is going to be a very tough challenge. So it's definitely might be able to get close. So taking a lot of pace drills, is going to be able to do it very wisely. It might be able to get. Okay, this is going to be pretty excellent to see this is going to be doing well. Getting closer to flight test position for only 0.3 seconds ahead. It's going to be able to get there soon. So 0.7 seconds behind for DTC, is going to be quite coming in to be able to make a come up with a good, excellent pacing strategy, is going to be able to go in. So he'll be able to stay on track, and then this is going to be able to see how it goes. Now, looks like this is going to be quite very good to see how the SFR Racing Concept teams are definitely might be going in for. So it looks like Uncle 105S is in 2nd place, back on track, and then Dr. Det 76 is now in 3rd. Now, looks like Texaco 28 car is now definitely might be still currently in the lead, so looks like he's about to be entering the pits, and now this is going to be able to have Uncle 105's position by the lead, is going to be able to go in. So it looks like giving some tire changes and refuel, that's definitely might be able to see it. So it looks like flight test 311 is about to enter in the pits as well. So looks like moving on into 9th place, and now looks like time to catch up onto Haywood's position, is going to be in to be able to take the moment where it might be able to stay on the top position. So anything happens during the time of the finish line, so it's definitely might be getting close. Now, looks like moving on in onto the 10th lap, only 7 more laps to go, because this race is about to be able to get nearly closer to be able to get much longer, folks, because this is all about taking the endurance race. Is definitely might be the only way for every motorsport drivers could probably able to take the challenge, will might be able to keep up. Now, looks like this is going to be able to stay approaching in by catching up on the Toyota SFR Racing Concepts team crews are now going to be able to keep moving in. So it looks like this is going to be able to take the long distance ropes, will might be able to keep up on the approach. Now it's going to be very distant that this is going to be able to take plenty of inside turns, is going to be able to do it. Now looks like this is going to be able to take skillful turns, and then this is going to be able to take a lot of precision, is going to be able to be made. Now it looks like just going to be able to get for only 0.7 seconds ahead onto Haywood's position. So looks like Dr. Det 76 is now in the pits, and then this is going to be able to see how it goes. Now looks like this is going to be pretty excellent to see how the SFR Racing Concept drivers are now definitely might be able to go in. So looks like currently move on into 5th place. So looks like getting there, because this is definitely might be able to move on into 6th place. Now that was definitely might be pretty excellent to see how other N300 cars are quite capable to be able to take the challenge, will also to keep up the catching up on to several SFR Racing Concept drivers are always going to be able to need the time to take the pit stop. It's going to get everything in to be able to go forward. So it also knows about the pit strategy, so it's definitely might be able to be ready for this one. So it's going to get everything longer it takes, that this is going to be able to take the long run, is going to be able to stay in there. Now looks like just going to be able to take that throttle on that turn. So this is going to be able to have the moment that the gap distance from behind is going to be able to coming in at any moment. So just going to be able to have to keep our A game up, because it's going to be able to take plenty of faster work will go in, because it's going to be very challenging for any N300 car to take on the Toyota SFR Racing Concept. It's going to be pretty excellent that this is going to be able to take the faster challenge, will also to go in. Now looks like this is going to be able to take on the position, and then looks like Uncle 105S is now in the pits, and then Texaco 28 car is back on the lead. So he'll be able to have to take the podium in only a few more laps to go. So it definitely might be able to get longer it takes, because this is going to be a very challenging one, that this is going to be able to stay on track. Now looks like this is going to be able to take that braking point at the first turn, and then going on the second turn is going to be able to take a well precision, is going to be able to stay in. Now looks like this is going to be able to see how this is might be very good for one good Nations Cup event. Is going to be pretty excellent that this is going to be able to have a well-chosen driver to be able to take challenging moments, will might be able to take. Now looks like this is going to be able to see how the 5 drivers are now definitely might be able to keep it up. So it's going to be able to take plenty of moments of the turns, is going to be able to go in. So luckily, fewer of the SFR Racing Concept drivers from behind is going to be able to coming back in. So this is going to be able to do it. So it's definitely might be able to take passive turns, is going to be very successful, will always to do it. Okay, that definitely might be pretty good, and then the chase continues, that this is going to be able to do excellent. Now looks like Dr. Det 76 back on into 3rd place. So looks like this is going to be pretty good to see. This is going to be able to have the usual top ranked drivers, is definitely might be able to go in, and challenging ways to be able to step up. So looks like this is going to be able to see how few other Toyota SFR Racing Concept drivers are now going to be able to catch up, because this is going to be able to take few distance on the ropes, is going to be able to go in. Now looks like going to be able to step in on JFB Larger 64. So looks like might be able to have 5th place finish, that this is going to need to take a little bit time for the moment. So it's going to be able to take plenty of paces to go. Now looks like just going to be able to take that turn to be able to stay in. Okay, now that was definitely might be pretty good to do it. So now it's going to be able to get closer to see this one for it. So it looks like one driver in the pits, and now it's coming out after taking the tire changing in few recommended spots that this is going to be able to resume on the run. Now it looks like this is going to be able to do it. So currently on to the 13th lap. Now looks like this is going to be able to have the call to be able to do it if possible. But this is going to be a very tire strategy check that this is going to see how many laps that this one might make it longer it takes. So looks like this is going to be able to take a little risk, because this is going to be able to take a little bit more long time on the distance. It's going to get very longer it takes. So looks like here it is. Will the GTS is now going to be able to go in on the overtake. So looks like just going to be able to have a one sports hard tires that this is going to be able to call in for. So it's going to be able to do it for one recommended tire choice is to be able to go in. So it's just going to be able to have a one pit stop available. So looks like coming back out until looks like back onto 11th place is going to be able to do everything we can. So I hope that this is going to be what needs to take a lot of durability effect of the tires is going to be able to go in. Okay, looks like this is going to be quite pretty good to see how the other three drivers are currently in. So it looks like going to be able to stay on it, and then this is going to be able to take the race to catching up onto the top position. It's going to be able to get closer in to do it. Now looks like BCP 075 is now doing okay, so looks like he's definitely might be able to take a little bit more inside turns for the effective ways to be able to stay in it. And then looks like this is going to be good for Procaltron is going to be able to stay on it. So it definitely might be able to do pretty good for the SFR Racing concept. It definitely might be able to keep it up on this run. So it's going to get pretty work effortlessly that this is going to be able to stay in. And oh man, that was definitely might be pretty hard to see it. So it's going to be pretty effortless. It's going to be able to keep on for. So looks like it's Haywood's coming by the unexpected to be on the scene. So looks like this is definitely might be having a one unexpected encounter. So looks like this is going to be able to have everything to do it. So it is going to be able to do plenty more running lengths. Is going to be able to go in. So looks like we're on the 15 lap, just going to be able to hang in there. Only 2 more to go. So it's definitely might be able to do plenty of work. It's going to be able to stay on track. It's going to get everything settled in to do it. So every race could also have one tough moment that this is going to need to be able to have a one fresh tires during the time of the race. It's going to need to take a lot and improve duration on the run. It's going to be able to keep up onto the effect. Now it's going to be able to get close, but this is going to need to be able to catch up because it's going to be a very long race. Will might need it because it definitely might be able to have plenty of sportsmanship rating increase that this is going to need to stay on track. It's going to be able to go in. Now looks like this is going to be able to take a little bit racing terms that this is going to need to be able to step up. So it's going to be able to take long, but only few more corners that this is going to need to take because it's going to be able to do prepare to be simultaneously that this is going to need to take the moment for also to do it. Now looks like this is going to be able to take plenty more distance to go. So looks like currently on the 1.2 second ahead is going to be able to take a lot of distance to be able to go in. Just going to be able to catch up onto BCP 0715. Now looks like this is going to be able to keep going on this race. So looks like this is going to be able to take a little bit more time. So moving on into the 16 lap, folks, because we're almost there, because this is going to need to be able to take for only a few more runs to be able to take it for less. So it's going to be very wise position is going to need to take because it's going to be able to take a lot of focus to be able to stay forward. We'll maintain on this one. Now it's going to be able to take a little bit slide handling turns. It's going to be able to keep up. Okay, looks like gonna have to take that overtake position on BCP. So looks like this is gonna be a very tough one to be able to stay on the draft. So looks like this is gonna be able to do one shot at this. So it's gonna be able to get close, save it, and then this is gonna be quite going in to take the apex, is gonna be able to go in. So this is gonna be a very tough one to be able to stay on track for having the moment, folks. So it definitely might be able to get closer to get. So looks like this is going to be able to see how Testicle 28 car is now going to be able to proceed to take the last turn. Will also to proceed to the final lap. So this is going to be able to take one chance of doing this because it's going to be quite very excellent. Will also to do it. Now looks like this is going to be quite very good to see how this might be goes. Okay, going in to be able to take one attempt overtake on Volcaltron is now definitely might be able to stay in it. Now looks like finally overtake on BCP 0715. So here we go. This is going to be the final lap. And now looks like we're still keeping up until we're already in. So this is going to be a very closer edge on this one because this is going to be a risky race it's going to be able to take. Now it's going to be able to do it how it might be able to go. So looks like this is going to be able to see this for having a one challenging race battle is going to be in. So every skill of every race is going to be pretty challenging. This is going to might need to take because it's going to be able to get closer, but it will might need to take patiently. That this is going to need to take a lot of work. Will might go faster, and now looks like just going to be able to catch up onto BCP's position, and now going to make one overtake, and then this is going to be able to do it well, and then there you go, back onto 10th place. Now this is going to be able to do for the perfect chance. Now take a good look on this track map, folks. Looks like Testicle 28 car is about to be able to take the podium at the last and final turn. That this is going to be able to have his win, because this is going to be a very excellent moment for this race, folks, because one of the Toyota SFR Racing Concept drivers is about to take on to the checkered flag at the finish. And looks like, here it is, folks, looks like Testicle 28 car takes first place at the podium. He did very good. He did very excellent, well done. So that was definitely an amazing N300 race. Is definitely might be pretty good. Now looks like this is going to be able to do for a lot of faster times. It is going to be pretty excellent to see how it goes. So looks like successfully finished on 9th place. Now looks like that was pretty excellent to see how this might be pretty good for race results. So this is definitely might be pretty excellent for having this time in the moment of the race. So looks like they did pretty good, and mostly other vehicles with different car brands is definitely might be doing well done to be able to catch up with the rest of the SFR Racing Concept teams. Are definitely might be pretty challenging. Will also to drive faster and drive perfectly will also to do the best. So in the meantime, because this is going to be a very good result check, is definitely might be pretty good to successful to see how this will go. So looks like it did pretty well to be able to have a 9th place finish. So that was definitely might be pretty good to have a good race position by 2. But it is a challenging race, folks, because this is all about taking a lap race. Will might do the best because it definitely might be pretty brilliant. So looks like just going to be able to have a 9th place earnings, and then looks like this is going to be good. Congratulations to Testicle 28 car for the win. So looks like he did pretty good to be able to have that best lap for 1 minute and 35.81 seconds. He did pretty excellent, so he'll be on the way on to the next driver rating. So he did pretty good. So looks like this is going to be a very excellent race to have a full blue SR increase. So looks like we did perfectly well because it's going to be able to do a lot of faster moments. We might be able to keep up the work. So we did good because every car also has the best strong capable handling to take on the SFR Racing Concept. It's going to be a very challenging way. So hope this is definitely might be pretty good to be able to proceed to the next round of the race. will do the best. Now that was a pretty excellent N300 race, folks. So this might be able to have a change for every time of the segment, folks. So hope this is definitely might be able to make it for only few less amount for it. So, well, hope this is definitely might be able to have a one good moment of the race. We'll always keep up the best. We might be able to proceed to the next round until we will do everything we could to be able to keep going to do some more practice as always we did. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the 2019-20 exhibited series on the Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.